Strap in, folks. It's Dick fucking Buttons, and he's got a lot to say.
From the loudest rants to the laughs you need, he calling out the world with a rebel creed. No sugarcoat and no soft replies, just truth with a wink and fire in his eyes. It's the world according to Dick Buttons. Season 4, we're not here for nothing. Turn it up, let's kick down the door. Buckle up, bitches, this is season 4.
Hello, everybody. This is The World According to Dick Buttons. I'm Dick Buttons, and I'm glad you tuned in. We have got tons of stuff to talk about this week, so strap in, pour yourself a cold one, and let's get started. All right, buckle up, because this one sends me into a full-blown hygiene meltdown. Why, and I mean why, in the name of soap, sanity, and civilization, are there still people in 2025 who do not wash their hands after using the bathroom? What the actual fuck? You just did your business, handled your situation, and then you stroll out like nothing happened? No sink visit, no soap, not even a splash of water for show. You're just out here raw dogging door handles and shaking hands like a biological weapon with a pulse. We went through a goddamn pandemic. We had charts, we had PSAs, we had songs about washing your hands. Remember that? Happy birthday twice, they said. But apparently, some of you barely made it past the chorus because you're still walking out of the stall like a feral animal. And don't give me that I didn't touch anything excuse. Oh, please, you touched everything. You touched your cell, you touched the lock, you touched your phone, and now you're touching society. Congratulations, you're a walking petri dish with Wi-Fi. And it's always the same people, too. The ones who make eye contact on the way out like they're proud of it. Like, yeah, I'm disgusting and I'm fine with that. No, you're not fine. You're ground zero for why I use elbows to open every public door now. And here are some Dick Buttons punishments for these assholes. The shame spritz. Motion-activated hand sanitizer sprays you in the face on your way out. Miss the sink? Cool. Now you smell like regret and rubbing alcohol. The bathroom bouncer. Every restroom has a hygiene guard. If you skip the sink, you get tackled, dragged back in, and your hands get washed like you're in fucking preschool. The ultraviolet walk of shame. All bathrooms install UV lights at the exit so we can see who's glowing with germs. Spoiler alert, it's you filthy animal. And the ban list. You get caught 3 times, lifetime ban from buffets, bowling alleys, and anything involving shared utensils. You forfeited your fork privileges. So yeah, to all you bathroom bandits out there who think soap is optional, it's not. Wash your fucking hands. It's not complicated. 20 seconds of your life so the rest of us don't have to swim in your microbial stew. You're not saving time. You're spreading filth. You're the reason I carry hand sanitizer like a priest carries holy water. So lather up or stay the fuck home. Because if I see one more guy walk out of the stall and straight to the snack counter, I swear I'm bringing back public shaming and power hoses. All right. Deep breath, Dick. Deep breath. Because this one right here, this one makes my blood boil like a teapot of rage. Can someone please explain to me why in the year 2025, no one can stay focused long enough to complete one simple task? Just one. We're not talking about solving world hunger here. We're talking about following through on something basic, like sending an email, finishing a sentence, or remembering what the hell you were doing 10 seconds ago. You ask somebody to do something, anything, and it's like watching a goldfish try to juggle. They start strong, they drift off, and then they're staring at their phone. And somehow it's your fault they didn't get it done. And listen, before anybody starts clutching their fidget spinners, let me make something crystal clear. If you've got ADD, ADHD, or any genuine medical condition that makes focus a real struggle, I get it. You're off the hook. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the perfectly capable, perfectly lazy, chronically distracted oxygen thieves who can't finish a single damn task without being lured away by a notification, a snack, or their own reflection. You ask them, hey, did you finish that thing I asked you for? And they say, I was gonna, but then my phone buzzed and I saw a reel about a dog that can skateboard. And then my mom texted and stop it. Stop right there. Focus. You were one task away from competence and you let it slip because a Pomeranian did a kickflip? You're 34 years old, not a toddler in a ball pit. How hard is it to do one thing right before moving on to the next shiny distraction? You people multitask yourselves straight into mediocrity. You've got 10 tabs open, 15 apps running, and zero output to show for it. You can't even remember what you were doing 5 minutes ago because you're too busy checking if someone liked your post about how busy you are. And as always, here are some fitting Dick Buttons punishments for these people. The focus boot camp. You get locked in a room with one chair, one desk, one task, and zero Wi-Fi until you actually complete something. No snacks, no scrolling, no excuses. The Half-Task Hall of Fame. Every unfinished project you ever started gets displayed on a giant public screen. Half-painted rooms, half-written emails, half-baked ideas, all for the world to see. Congratulations, you're the Michelangelo of not quite finishing. And the squirrel shock collar. Every time you lose focus mid-task, you get a mild zap. Just enough to remind you, hey, maybe stay in the moment, genius. And the you had one job challenge. Give them a single, crystal clear assignment. If they don't finish it, they spend a day shadowing someone who actually works for a living. You know, like a surgeon, a pilot, or a line cook, just to see what real concentration looks like. So yeah, for all you focus challenge flakes out there, unless you've got an actual medical reason, get it together. For the rest of us out there trying to build, create, and function while you're derailed by every shiny object that crosses your feed, do the thing, finish the thing, then move on to the next thing. Because at this rate, we're raising a generation that can't microwave popcorn without getting distracted halfway through and burning the damn bag. Focus, people. It's not rocket science, it's basic human decency. All right, listen up. You all know me. I've said it a million times. There are two topics I usually stay the hell away from on this show: politics and religion. Why? Because both have turned more friends into enemies than bad karaoke ever could. But tonight we're not getting political, we're just getting real. Because this isn't about left or right, red or blue, it's about the two-party dumpster fire we've been force-fed for over 2 centuries. Seriously, this is the best we can do? Two sides that spend every waking minute tearing each other to shreds while the rest of us are just sitting here trying to live our damn lives? It's like being stuck at a Thanksgiving dinner with two drunk uncles, both screaming at the other about who's ruined America while you're all just trying to eat your mashed potatoes in peace. The two-party system has become the rigged carnival game, a pick-your-poison setup where no matter which way you turn, you're still getting clobbered with a rubber mallet. You can't even talk about a topic anymore without someone immediately demanding to know, which side are you on? Newsflash, maybe I'm on the side of common sense. We've turned politics into pro wrestling, full of fake outrage, bad acting, over-the-top feuds that never actually go anywhere. The red corner versus the blue corner. Tune in next week to see who yells louder about how the other one ruined the country. Meanwhile, regular folks, you know, us, we're just trying to pay bills, raise kids, keep roofs over our heads, and maybe not lose our minds in the process. But we can't, because we're too busy getting dragged into political civil war that nobody's actually winning. And don't even get me started on the lesser of two evils nonsense. That's not a choice. That's a hostage negotiation. Every election season feels like ordering dinner from a menu where every entree comes with food poisoning. But hey, you better pick one or you're wasting your vote. We built an entire system that rewards division, fuels outrage, and punishes anyone who dares to think independently. Try saying, hey, I see good ideas on both sides, and watch people look at you like you just confessed to arson. We're supposed to be the United States, but lately it feels like the bickering states of America. And yeah, even for a serious subject like that, I got some crazy Dick Buttons punishments. The party swap challenge. Every elected official must spend 1 month working for the opposite party. Maybe if they walked a mile in each other's echo chambers, they'd all realize we all bleed the same damn color. The common sense party. Form a new one. No mascots, no slogans, just one rule. You have to actually like your fellow citizens to join. The debate muzzle. If you can't answer a question without trashing the other side, your mic gets cut off. Period. You get 60 seconds to say something useful, or you're replaced by a golden retriever, because at least the dog's honest. And the political detox retreat. All politicians get sent to an island, not Epstein, with no Wi-Fi, no cameras, and no donors. Let's see what kind of leadership happens when the only thing left to argue about is who gets the last sandwich. So yeah, I know I don't usually wade into this cesspool, but this isn't politics. It's principle. I don't care who you vote for, what color your yard sign is, or which news channel you watch. I just want a system that actually works for the people it claims to represent. Because right now, it's not us versus them, it's us versus the machine. And until we demand better, we're just going to keep spinning our wheels in this red and blue clown car, arguing over who gets to drive off the cliff first. I swear, next election, I'm voting for the damn golden retriever. Okay, here we go. Because this one makes my brain hurt. Can someone please explain to me why people insist on saying 70 degrees in the house isn't the same 7 degrees as outside? What? What are you fucking talking about? 70 degrees is 70 degrees. It's a temperature, not a state of mind. It's like saying a pound of bricks is heavier than a pound of feathers. It's the same damn weight, you scientifically challenged meatballs. Every time I hear someone say, oh, it's 70 inside but feels so different outside, I lose a little bit of my faith in humanity's ability to grasp basic physics. It's not the temperature that's different. It's you. Your soft, spoiled, thermostat-dependent self that's different. Oh, but there's wind outside, there's humidity, and there's sun. Yeah, no kidding, Einstein. That's called weather conditions, not alternate math. You can't change the laws of thermodynamics because your hoodie feels different in the backyard. 70 degrees is 70 degrees. Indoors, outdoors, on Mars, or in the seventh circle of hell where I'm currently broadcasting this rant from. It's a fixed measurement of heat energy, not a suggestion, not an opinion, not your personal emotional support climate. And these are the same people who will argue with you about it. Oh, it's 70 outside, but it feels colder. Well, then it's not the 70's fault, is it? It's the damn wind, Cheryl. Go inside and stop rewriting science because your cardigan betrayed you. And as always, here are some funny Dick Buttons punishments for these temperature-challenged people. The temperature test. Anyone who says 70 outside is different than 70 inside gets locked in a climate-controlled chamber set exactly to 70 degrees. Let's see if their special outdoor 70 magically appears. The science class sentence. You get sent back to 8th grade physics until you can recite the definition of temperature without crying. Bonus points if you could spell thermometer. The pound of bricks penalty. For every time you argue that 70 is different depending on the location, you carry a pound of feathers and a pound of bricks around all day until the concept finally sinks in. And the Weather Whisperer Award. You think you cracked nature's code? Great. Go argue with a hurricane about relative temperature. Let's see how that works out. So yeah, 70 degrees is 70 degrees. Stop trying to turn basic science into your own personal astrology chart. You're not special, your thermostat's not lying, and the universe isn't bending the rules of physics just because your porch has a breeze. 70 is 70. Deal with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go sit in my indoor 70 and try to calm down before someone tells me ice is colder when it's outside. It's 70 everywhere, damn it!
Dick's got a gas! Oh, what a show! Well, according to Dick, let's go! Stories, laughs, and a whole lot of zest. Tune in now, cause Dick's got a guest.
All right, everybody, you know by that theme music, it is time for a guest on The World According to Dick Buttons. And I'd like to welcome to the podcast someone who has been a stand-up comedian since September 2016, has played places such as Dangerfields, the Broadway Comedy Club at Stand Up New York, even on The Howard Stern Show. She also has her own podcast, and we're going to get into that. I'd like to welcome to The World According to Dick Buttons, April Burke.
Hi, Dick.
How you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
My first question that I want to ask you is, when did you know and want to do comedy? Were you always funny as a kid? Did you have all those inclinations, or?
I did. Starting in like high school, in my French class, I would write really perverted skits and stuff that only my French teacher could understand. And the other kids couldn't, and she would just crack up. And then I started doing comedy at my brother's work parties that he would have. And I did
Okay.
pretty well there. So I decided to make my move to go to New York City and perform there.
Wow. So you moved to New York for that specific reason.
Yes.
Wow. So how do you get started? I'm very interested in that because it can't be easy. Right? I mean, you just can't say, okay, now I want to be a stand-up comedian, and then you just show up and people let you perform. Is it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like that. I was hanging out with High Pitch Eric from the Howard Stern show.
There you go. Now wait, now he's low pitch Eric now.
Oh, that's right. He's low pitch. I haven't heard his new voice, but I have heard him do it before.
I think it's fake, but go ahead, continue.
Yeah, he can make himself do it, but he says it hurts his throat, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was hanging out. We went to a comedy club one night to watch a show. I think it was Dangerfields we went to, and there was a manager there named Ron Heron, and he asked me if I would be interested in doing a show. Didn't hear me do any jokes, nothing. Just asked me to come on. And
Wow.
I was like, all right, might as well try that out. And then Howard Stern wanted to know who the hell was hanging out with High Pitch Eric. So
That's a valid question.
yeah, he, he had me in the studio to see who I was, and he promoted my show right there. And so the first show that I was on at Dangerfields was sold out in front of, I don't know, 350 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now, that was your very first show, that one, the one that sold out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is your nerve level at that point? Like I know you wanted to do it, you moved to New York to do it, but here you are. It was promoted on the Howard Stern show, and your first taste of performing comedy in front of a live audience is a sold out show at Dangerfield. You had to be going crazy.
I was so nervous. So nervous. When I was in the bathroom beforehand, that Eminem song came on from 8 Mile with the throwing up in the mom spaghetti.
Right, right.
And so I was like, all right, that kind of got me pumped to go up. And I did bring notes up with me, but like 2 minutes in, I fling the notes accidentally into the crowd.
Accidentally?
Yes. And they thought it was a bit. They thought I was just like, ah, screw this. Here comes the papers. And luckily, I remembered everything I was going to say because it was all on those papers.
Wow. How long is your first set?
It was 10 minutes.
Now, just for everyone who's listening, and I listen to other comedians talk about their stories. How much prep and write material do you have to write for a 10-minute set?
It's about, I would say, 6 or 7 pages when you're writing it down. I write it
Okay.
down with pencil and paper like Jerry Seinfeld does.
Right. Well, and then you have to memorize it, right? I mean, you could stand up there. Some comedians do that. I guess it could be part of the bit. But now, what is I was watching some of your clips. Do you have a type? I couldn't pigeonhole you, but I mean, like Jerry Seinfeld is an observational comic. Gilbert Gottfried was the loud. What do you say? What do you think your niche is?
Mine is I just take from my real life and just make fun of myself.
I think, I think people understand that, and I think they enjoy that because
Mhm.
they could see themselves in the comedy that you do about you. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, it is. After shows, because I joke about my trauma on stage too. And afterwards, I'll have audience members come up and say, "Oh, I went through the same thing. Thank you for talking about it." It's nice. It's nice interaction.
So after Dangerfields and the Howard promoted show, when was your next show? How quickly after that?
It wasn't too far after that, maybe a week or two, and I was back at Dangerfield. So I did a lot at Dangerfield.
I've never been there. Is it a cool club?
It is a really cool club. Rodney's son had to sell it during COVID because the rent was too high. Nobody was coming out. So another comedian bought it, but he renamed it Rodney's. I haven't been back since then.
Oh, he couldn't. I guess he couldn't call it Dangerfields. I guess if he
Yeah.
sold it. Yeah. Tell me about. So I saw that you also did stand up in Ohio and Massachusetts. I mean, that's just on tour, other clubs, right?
Yes. Yeah. Ohio was a fundraiser for veterans. So we did it at a VFW. But everything was paid for. I got a nice suite in a hotel and travel and all that. It was really nice.
Now, I saw from a Facebook post you're going back out on the road to do shows again, right?
Yes. Yes. I took a 4-year hiatus to raise my son. And now I'm back.
And are you nervous?
I was the first time I went back on stage. I performed at a Elks Lodge, so it was an older crowd. Um,
Okay.
so I'm telling dick jokes and looking at grandma in the eyes. It was kind of nerve-wracking.
I think everybody gets a dick joke.
Yeah.
So where's the first show gonna be?
Albany, New York. I'm not sure
Okay.
where exactly, but yeah.
Okay. And you live in the city still?
No, I live upstate New York, up in the
Oh,
mountains.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Like
yeah.
where, like around the Catskill area or even further up?
Even further up, a little further up.
Wow, there's nothing out there, is there? Like
No.
it. Well, tell me about the. I know I was watching your podcast episodes too. Tell me how that started.
How did that start? I just figured I saw everybody doing podcasts, so I was like, yeah, why not? And I'll just interview, other comedians and things like that. And then we started talking about like serious topics like domestic violence and things like that. But I do want to get back into it. I have a friend of mine who's also a comedian, Robert Yuri, and he's going to be the co-host with me for that one.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to ask you, the production company, Healing with Laughter.
Mhm.
When did you start that, and how did that come about?
I started that in 2018 when my son was born. I wanted to do comedy and produce shows that also give back to the community. I chose the domestic violence organization that's near me because I had to go through them with personal experiences. And so I donate a portion of my show proceeds to them.
Well, that's awesome.
Hmm.
The thing I like about your Facebook account, I mean, it's just unapologetically you, and I think that is refreshing, right? I mean, so many people are fake on Facebook.
Yes.
I enjoy the transparency, and I feel like it almost feels like I know you. I mean, because I everything that you go through, we all go through because you talk about it, and I think that's healthy, and I think that's a very cool way to be. Says the guy who has a fake name and has a podcast because Big Buttons is not my real name. So I guess I should practice what I preach.
Yeah. Right.
Um, where do you see the comedy going for you? I mean, right now it's not. I mean, is it your livelihood or no?
Right now, no, it's not. I do home health aid work for a friend of mine.
Do you want to see it move in that direction? Do you think that's something that you want to pursue?
I definitely do. I think there's a future there. I
Do you
think I've
have
been.
an agent?
No, I don't. I had a manager, Ron Heron, the guy that promoted my show at Dangerfields.
Mm-hmm.
But because I didn't promote him enough, I was
Oh,
dropped.
he dropped you because of that?
Yeah.
Well, that's not nice.
No, not at all.
So, who were your influences with comedy? I know you said you were funny as a kid and you thought you wanted to do it, but you have to have people to look up to or aspire to be. Who are
Yeah,
those people?
mine were George Carlin, Richard
Yes.
Pryor, yeah, Jerry Seinfeld too.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, he's on the Mount Rushmore. Those three. Who would be the fourth one? I would put Carlin, Pryor, Jerry. Oh, you answer first, then I'll go. Who would you put that fourth head on Mount Rushmore comedy?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Robin Williams, I also loved.
You know what? And it was on the tip of my tongue. That's where I was gonna go.
Yeah,
Do you subscribe to the notion, and this has been said by many comedians, that comedians are basically damaged people in a way?
I
I
know
don't,
I am.
I'm not saying that to insult or anything, but I mean, look, Robin Williams killed himself, and a lot of other comedians said that they're very depressed, and what you see on the outside is not really them.
That is very true. I have PTSD from childhood abuse, and yeah, that definitely made me, try to get over it by making people laugh.
It's funny how life works, right? How the mind's mechanism, so to counteract what you went through, you wanted to make people laugh. I think that's interesting. And the fact that you pursued it, I wish I knew what the percentage was of how many people who think they're funny and want to do it, but just don't have the balls to actually go out and achieve it.
Yeah, I wonder that too. And then, then there's everybody that thinks they can be, but I don't know if they would be good on stage. Like there's people that are funny in conversation, but not
Right.
so much on stage.
Yeah, we all have that group, that person in our group of friends that always makes you laugh. And, it's a big leap from doing that to getting on stage and making other people laugh.
Definitely,
Have
because
you
they
ever?
Every single word you say, you're up there by yourself. Yeah.
Have you ever bombed so bad that you wanted to just, like, crawl in a hole?
I have not, and I hear every comedian goes through it, and I'm bracing myself for when it happens, but that has not happened yet.
Well, I mean, if it hasn't happened to you yet, I listen, if you didn't bomb at the Elks Club, I mean, that's a tough audience.
Yes.
I think you're pretty much safe from that.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh, what would you say your driving force is when you write comedy? Again, you said it's basically off your own life, but do you have material or do you stick to this happened to me and I'm gonna talk about it?
I do a little bit of both. Sometimes I'll just come up with random stuff, but it's usually from something I've experienced personally.
Again, I think that's the right way to go.
Mhm.
So when did you start listening to Stern? So, I mean, was it a lark that you weren't hanging out with Eric just because you knew him, it was because of the show, right?
Yeah, I was going through a divorce and, my husband cheated on me, I was feeling pretty low, and High Pitch Eric sent me a friend request on Facebook, and so I accepted, and then one day he was asking if somebody could give him a ride to the, set of Blue Bloods. And I said, "Alright, whatever, I'm not doing anything." So, I took him, and yeah, that's how the friendship started there.
Well, listen, I mean, I guess that got you on Stern, so you have to be, I mean, things happen for a reason. He didn't make a move on you?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, okay. I figured that. I just wanted to ask you and have you say it. Do you think that whole gay thing is an act, just for the show?
I think it is because, he did kiss me, so it's
Oh, did
yeah.
he ask or just go right in?
I don't remember, it was so long ago, I think he just went in for it.
Look at Eric, big boy
Yeah.
Eric. So how was it being on the Stern Show? Because that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I mean, that would be a dream come true, at least, well, back in the day, not now, because everybody's in separate studios and stuff, but how
Yeah.
was that experience?
It was very surreal because when I was 13 watching Howard Stern, I used to watch with my dad, the E! Show, um, and I had a dream one night that I was on the show being interviewed by him, and so it's like a dream come true, really.
Wow.
Man.
Is he any different, like, in before the show starts? Like, did you notice anything, or was he Howard the whole time you were there?
He was pretty much Howard the whole time I was there, but he was very gentle and very friendly. If you look him in the eye, he's like a very kind soul, you can tell.
Where do you see him resigning at the end of this contract in December?
I don't know, that's a tough call. I know he wants to retire, but then he's also saying because people say he's not gonna do another contract that he might have to just to prove them wrong.
I think he would go crazy, don't you? What's he gonna do? Brush cats and mend rabbits back to the health? I don't think that's him. I think, even though he doesn't go out and do anything, I think he needs to do something.
I think so too.
Yeah, and the dynamic of the show is very weird now, I think. Because Howard's where he is, some of them are in the studio, Robin's in her place, Fred's in his place, it's weird. I'm still a fan, I'm sure you are too. It's just not the same as when I was talking to Doc the other night, Doc Ivan, if those I don't wanna just say Doc, could be Doc anybody, but Doc Ivan, it nothing can stay the same forever.
Oh, that's
And
true.
and the Howard of the K-Rock days and even the early Serious days, it's just not possible now.
Yeah,
And, either you stay with it or you don't.
mhm.
Tell me a little about this, Dot Fon and Friends that you're on 2, 3 times a week. This is a comedy show on Zoom or a
Oh,
radio
that
show?
man. Yeah, that was during COVID, when all the
Oh, okay.
comedy clubs were closed, and yeah, I don't remember how I met him, but he was the original winner of America's, Last Comic Standing, or Last Comic Standing, I think it was.
I watched that show. I don't know if I watched the last version of it, but yeah, and I didn't recognize the name. So he won the contest and he's doing a Zoom show.
Yeah.
I guess it's not the same as American Idol.
No, no, although he does do live shows now. I just haven't talked to him in a while, but yeah, I would love to hook back up with him.
Professionally, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't want,
yeah.
just in case he's listening, I didn't want to put any thoughts in his head.
Yeah, no, no.
So if I were to ask you, to give me 3 reasons why you enjoy doing stand-up comedy, could you articulate 3, like, right off the top of your head, or would you have to think about it?
I don't know. One, it's therapeutic. Two, it kind of gets me out of my shell because if you put me in a room with like 4 or 5 people, I freeze. I have really bad social anxiety. But
And you get up on stage. I find that very interesting.
yeah, and a lot of us are like that. Like you see us off stage and it's like, oh, well, they're not really fun or funny. But yeah. And then the third one, I would say, oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
I know the third one always gets people hung up.
Yeah.
I would hope. Well, I'll throw one out there for it. You enjoy it?
Yes, yes. I do.
There you go. I gave you a third.
Yes. Before I
Where do
go
you
on
see?
though, I get really nervous still. Even after all these years of doing it, I still get stage fright.
Well, there are some comedians, even rock stars and stuff, say or actors. If you're not getting nervous, you're not doing it right.
No,
Right?
yeah.
I I don't think I've ever heard anyone who says, "Yeah, it's no big deal."
Hmm.
But where do you see yourself? I'll give that stupid question, like in an interview. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to be headlining a casino somewhere in 5 years?
I think so. I've been asking. I've been getting asked to do a lot of features, which is the one that goes on right before the headliner.
Right.
Because I have, I'm good with about 30 minutes of material. I haven't written an hour yet worth.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna make it big, then you're gonna have to do an hour. How about sitcoms? Is that something that you'd be interested in, or acting's not for you?
I would be. Actually, my friend Nick and I have been talking about teaming together and writing a sitcom about dating with my wild stories. And he's a widower and he's got some crazy stories.
All right, wait a minute. I know your stories. What channel is that going to be on? Cinemax? I mean, it couldn't be a network show.
No, definitely going to be a network show. We're aiming for Netflix. We have the idea and we're starting to write the script. My brother is a screenwriter, so
Okay.
he can help us with the script format because I have no idea how to do that.
There are AI programs that you could just put in the genesis of your idea and maybe character names and a plot, and it'll write the screenplay for you.
Oh wow!
I think it's called Scribbler, and I think it's free.
I'll have to
Well,
check that.
now that we transitioned, I brought up the AI thing. What do you have any? I ask all my guests this because I just think it's a fascinating subject.
Mhm.
How do you feel about AI and its ability to do things for humans that we probably in 5 years won't have to do anymore? Are you in fear of it, or are you accepting it, or are you okay with working with it?
I'm kind of in fear of it to see what it's going to do, especially with comedy because people can just type in anything I've heard and it'll write the joke for you.
But it's not going to replace like going and seeing you standing up in a club, and you can't replace that. I think that's going to be impossible. But I am a firm believer that at some point AI is going to look around and figure it out that we don't fucking need these people.
Yeah, I think so too. They did a whole AI show of George Carlin. I don't know if you heard that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, there were people, it probably fooled some people because it was released. I remember when it was released as a found tape of an unreleased show. And then later it was said it was AI. And then there were some comedians that came out and said, nah, you could tell it wasn't him, and his daughter was all upset, but you can't fight it. That's the way I look at it. It's out of the bag at this point. You're not putting it back. You might as well just learn to work with it.
Yeah, very true. I have Chat GBT. I don't pay for it or anything, but I use it as my therapist to a supplement to my therapist.
You could actually talk to it. I mean, if you gave it a voice, you don't even have to type. You could actually just talk, and it'll actually respond to you.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I'm not that advanced.
Wouldn't that be funny if if it asked you out after?
That would be funny.
So your next show, do you have it all written out already? You know what you're gonna do? Or you
I
still
do have about 25 minutes of stuff that I'd written for the show I did in August, and then I want to add some new stuff to it. I'm always writing new stuff, and usually when I perform, it's never like the same thing. It's always something different.
do you feed off the crowd too? Do you like talk to the audience and make fun of people, or is that not your thing?
That I haven't done. I did it maybe once. There was a group of guys from Belgium at a club that I talked to, but yeah, I'm not really too fond of that. I don't want to make fun of people. I want to make fun of myself.
Okay. I mean, you would hope that it's whoever you're making fun of understands that it's all in the guise of the show, and they're not going to wait for you out after outside the club.
You never know nowadays. People getting punched on stage.
No, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy, right?
Hmm.
Does that ever get in the back of your head when you're up there? Like, I have to be careful, or are you like looking? I don't know. It has to be. I'm going to say it again. It has to be nerve wracking to get up on stage and put yourself out there like that.
It is. The one thing I stay away from though is politics because you'll lose half your audience. You'll piss
Oh
somebody
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politics and religion. I don't talk about that on the podcast. I don't care. Even if it's brought up by a guest, I'm just not going there because you're right.
Mhm.
Half the audience is gone.
Yeah.
Which, but I'm sighing because we should be able to have different thoughts as people,
Hmm.
even if we are diametrically opposed to each other in what we believe in. We still should be able to have a conversation.
I think so too.
I think that the current state, and I'm going to get political, I guess, the current state of where we are politically, it just has a dividing line right down the middle, and there's no longer, hey, what are you thinking? It's always like, fuck you.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy on social media. People just attacking each other and blocking each other. I got hate mail from being on the Howard Stern show. I got one death threat. I don't know what their problem was with me. They were saying that
Well,
I was using Eric to get on the show. I didn't even think about the show when I was hanging out with Eric. I just wanted to hang out with Eric. I'm a I'm a caregiver, so I kind of took on the role of that. I took him to appointments, helped him with his laundry, did things like that.
they didn't know that, right? I mean,
Yeah,
so that's funny. So then that had to be someone who listens to the show.
too much.
Who's your favorite? And you can't say Howard or Robin. Who's your favorite on the show?
I would say after them, Fred.
Yeah, I don't think he gets enough credit.
No, he doesn't. He's hilarious, and what he puts in is hilarious. Yeah, he doesn't get enough credit.
Would you trade places with Beth? That's a stupid question, but
Oh, that's a crazy question. Probably. I think Howard seems pretty cool.
even though he doesn't like to go out to dinner, I mean, it seems unless that's all in Act Two, I don't know. I mean, that could be just shtick for the show, but really doesn't go anywhere. But
No, he doesn't. But you know what? Neither do I. I sit at home a lot.
you don't like going out?
I do like it to a certain extent, but I don't know. It depends what the setting is. If I get invited to parties or something, I'm not too fond of that.
I mean, yeah, I was more. Yeah, I'm not a party guy either. I was more like out to dinner with a friend or Eric. I don't know if Eric asked you out to dinner again.
Yeah, he did. He took me out for dinner once. It was usually me paying for everything, but he actually took me out to an Italian dinner once.
That's funny. He asked you out to dinner and then you paid. I think that's funny.
No, he actually paid that night, but
Okay. So
the other I paid.
is he is part of his shtick in Act Two? Like when he's with you out to dinner, is he different than? I mean, he's not going "Hi, Daddy" to people in the restaurant, is he?
No, but he still talks in that high pitched voice. I was with him one time when he called it was some doctor to make an appointment, and they kept calling him ma'am, and he was getting angry that they kept calling him ma'am.
They actually did a phony phone call once with that. They had him call as a woman. I thought that was funny.
Hilarious. And I heard that he threatens like everyone he usually hangs out with, but he never threatened me.
I'm pretty sure in the back of his mind, there's a shot, so he's not going to piss you off, right?
Yeah, that was his thing. Like that's why we stopped hanging out because he said he was in love with me and he couldn't hang out
Oh
with me
my God!
unless I was his girlfriend. Yeah,
Wow, what a tactic that is.
right.
Listen, we can't hang out anymore because I'm in love with you, and if I can't have you, I just can't be with you. That's great.
Yeah, and his friends got mad at me too. Like I don't know what they expected. I mean, they're friends with him in like that brother sister relationship too, and I don't understand why I wasn't allowed to have that as well.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
So, where do you see the state of comedy right now? I mean, I know COVID really hit hard on all the comics. I mean, like you said, everything went to Zoom and things shut down. Do you think it's already back to where it was before? Or do you think it has some way to go?
I think it has a little way to go, but I think it's gonna get there again. I think if life is so serious, people just need to laugh.
Oh, I agree. And who are your go-tos now? The new wave of guys, or ladies that are out there. They're Seinfeld's retired. Old Chris, you don't hear from Chris Rock anymore. Kevin Hart. Who are the up and comers in your mind?
I love Dave Chappelle. And Shane Gillis, I like.
I like Shane.
Yeah,
Nate I can't say his last name. Nate something. Nate Bargatze.
Oh yeah, he's good too.
He's good too.
Mm.
Even those guys, like he's been on. I think he's been on SNL twice already.
Yeah.
Did you watch the season premiere of SNL last week?
No, I missed it.
It was bad.
Yeah.
And I'm a big SNL mark. Like I've been watching since the beginning because I'm not old. Well, I was a kid when I started watching it, but anyway. And everything fell flat. I mean, if you go back and watch it, you as a comedian, I'm sure you would have chest pains watching those bits just fall flat one after the. The only thing that was good was Weekend Update.
Yeah, that always seems to be funny, no matter what.
Well, because it's topical. Could you see yourself on a show like that?
I
Or
would.
you're not a sketch person?
I would like to do the news. That would be the best for me too. Weekend Update.
Who would you kick out? Would you kick out Jost or Mike?
I don't know. What is that guy's name that does it now? I don't even know his name.
Colin Jost and Michael Che.
Okay, so Colin.
Yeah,
So,
Colin and Michael Che is the other guy. They've been doing it for like that.
He was performing like when I first came out. I remember hearing his name and seeing him at places.
Well, you submit a tape. I mean, that's how people listen. I watch a lot of documentaries on how like Fallon and how other guys got on the show. You just send a tape in. You never know.
It's true. You never do know.
You never know. Do a fake newscast and send it in.
Yeah.
So listen, if people want to get in touch with you to hire you for something, how would they go about that?
I have a professional comedy page on Facebook, April Burke.
Okay.
I have my personal one. They could get me either way.
Okay. I want to thank you for sitting down with me for this brief time. In the future, I had an idea, and I'll run this past you. I wanted to do a comedian roundtable. Get 3 or 4 comics in the chat together and do a podcast just to have 4 comedic funny minds playing off of each other. I think that'd be fun. Would you be willing to do that if I
would be. That sounds great.
Okay. When I get that together, you'll be the first person that I ask.
Oh, thank you.
And so tell people what you got coming up, give them dates and places so they could seek you out.
Next Thursday, I'm going to be on the Comedy Writers Guild podcast, which is it's fun. It's interactive. They'll give you topics and you have to come up with a joke from it. And then you win a 10-minute spot on their show.
Oh, cool.
Do that. But now I got past that. And now I'm doing a half-hour interview with them next week. And I do have a show coming up in the Poconos, but I'm not sure of what date that is.
Okay. Well, that's awesome. Again, I want to thank you for coming on. I've only started doing guests this season, so I think you're my 4th or 5th guest, and I appreciate you taking the time, and I'll definitely have you back. So, April, thank you for coming on. I really had a good time, and I look forward to doing that roundtable with you.
Sounds great. Thank you, Dick.
All right. Over and out.
Over and out.
Spin that wheel, no one's scared. Dick's locked in, so be prepared. It might be wild, it might upset. You never know with Rant Roulette.
All right, folks, it's that time again. It is time for Rant Roulette, the wheel of listener-submitted madness where you pick the topic and I supply the rage. Let's spin it, crank up the chaos, and see what fresh hell I'm ranting about this week. All right, here we go. Spinning the wheel. I just love this part. And the wheel lands on Gary from Guam. Wow, fucking Guam. Gary wants me to rant about people who eat grapes and other small snacks in the grocery store while shopping and never intend to pay for it. Oh my God. Yes, Gary. This one drives me fucking nuts. Who are these people? You're not taste testing. You're shoplifting with extra steps. You're strolling through the produce aisle, just sampling grapes like it's a damn buffet, popping them in your mouth, smiling at your reflection in the freezer door like you're just some kind of eat, pray, steal montage. Oh, I'm just trying to see if they're sweet. Really? Then by that logic, I'm just going to test drive a steak in the meat department. Maybe I'll sample a rotisserie chicken to make sure it's juicy. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. You're walking around the store with purple lips, sticky fingers, and zero shame, all while the rest of us are trying to buy things legally. You're not snacking, you're grazing like a barnyard animal in a grocery store safari. Congratulations! You're the reason stores now have security cameras in the fruit aisle. And it's not just grapes. Oh no. I've seen you nibble testers at the bulk candy bins, the nuts section, and even the fucking bakery. You peel open a pack of cookies like you're doing a quality control inspection for Nabisco. You're not testing, you're taking. You're the criminal equivalent of a toddler with no supervision. And here are some Dick Buttons punishments for these felons. The weigh-in rule. You eat grapes while you're shopping? Fine. When you check out, you get weighed too. And you pay the difference. Let's see how those free samples taste now. The Snack Shack sentence. Caught eating before paying? Congratulations. You're now officially the grocery store's live sample employee for the next hour. Hope you enjoy handing out hummus while explaining why you have grape juice on your chin. The sticky finger tax. For every grape you eat, you owe $5. That's right, $5 a grape. You wanted premium produce? You got it. And the walk of shame. Anyone caught stealing in the aisles must push their cart to the front while wearing a sign that says, I couldn't wait 5 minutes to pay like a normal person. So yeah, Gary from Guam, I'm with you 100%. If you're one of those aisle grazers who can't control yourself for 20 damn minutes until checkout, you're not a shopper, you're a produce pirate. Buy your grapes, then eat your grapes. It's not that hard. You're not a fruit critic, you're a thief with sticky hands and low impulse control.
Lights, camera, dicks on the scene, tearing through movies, funny or obscene, blockbuster or flop, he'll give you the news with popcorn, sarcasm, and strong pointed views. This is Dick Buttons Movie Reviews!
All right, kids, grab your popcorn, fasten your emotional seatbelts, and lace up those walking shoes because The Long Walk is one of the most grueling, haunting, and strangely beautiful cinematic journeys I've seen in years. So here's the plot. 100 boys chosen by lottery to walk for a prize. If they go slower than a certain miles per hour, they're given 4 warnings. After the 4th, they are shot in the head and killed. Do we ever learn why they do this? No. The movie just tells its story right from the beginning. The plot? Yeah, it's bonkers. It makes absolutely no logical sense when you really think about it. But this is Stephen King, baby. Logic is not invited. You're meant to suspend belief, give in to the absurdity, and let the characters pull you through. And that's where this movie absolutely shines. What really makes The Long Walk work, what sells it, are the characters and their interactions. These 100 boys aren't just cannon fodder for a dystopian game show. They're portraits of desperation, hope, and humanity clinging to its last thread. The way they talk, argue, bond, and break, it's riveting. Every step, every conversation feels like another piece of their soul being peeled away. By the halfway mark, you're no longer watching a contest. You're watching a psychological unraveling in real time. And it's as gripping as it is horrifying. And can we talk about Mark Hamill? The man owns the screen as the Major, a calm, calculated symbol of control and cruelty. His presence oozes authority and dread. You can tell he's having the time of his life playing a villain who's equal parts tyrant, salesman, and national mascot for moral decay. Right out of the gate, the movie sets the tone. That opening scene, the whistle blows, the gunshots ring out, the reality of the contest sinks in. Chef's kiss. The special effects aren't overdone, just visceral enough to make you feel the dread. And as the days drag on, you feel the exhaustion, the dehydration, the madness. The way the cinematography shifts from crisp to wide to claustrophobic and shaky mirrors the character's mental decline. You're not just watching them walk, you're walking with them, one blister at a time. And just when you think you've settled into a rhythm, that final act punches you right in the moral compass. So the climax? Devastating and genius. McVries wins. Ray stops walking, willingly sacrificing himself so his friend can finish. For a second, you think that's the end. But nope, Stephen King's cinematic sadism kicks in. McVries takes his prize. And instead of the riches and glory promised, he asks for a rifle and shoots the Major on live television. A moment of poetic justice that feels both satisfying and sickening. Because as McVries walks away, the scene lingers. He's free. But is he really? Or has the cycle of control just replaced one symbol of power with another? It's a bold gut punch of an ending. Different from the book, but in my opinion, better. It gives you catharsis and unease in the same breath. So what is this movie really about? Well, to me, The Long Walk isn't about a deadly competition. It's a metaphor for the human condition itself. The futility of endless struggle. The grind of existence where we're told there's a prize at the end if we just keep moving, even as the world kills us off one by one. The brutality of war. Soldiers marching to their doom, clinging to camaraderie while being punished for slowing down. It's Vietnam and sneakers. The illusion of choice under capitalism. Walk faster, work harder, obey the rules, or die trying. Every step is a statement, every bullet a reminder. It's about how systems chew up the young and call it entertainment. The Long Walk is not an easy watch. It's bleak, weird, and often absurd, but that's exactly what makes it brilliant. It's Hunger Games stripped of glamour, Squid Game without irony, and The Lord of the Flies on an open road. If you go in expecting logic, you'll be disappointed. If you go in expecting emotion, symbolism, and gut-wrenching performances, you walk out shaken and impressed. Mark Hamill nails it. The supporting cast sells it. The direction captures the soul-sucking exhaustion of King's World perfectly. I give this movie 4 out of 5 dicks, because while it doesn't always make sense, it makes you feel every step of that endless road. I highly recommend you watching the movie, but maybe don't watch it right before your morning jog.
Questions flying, answers loud as dick buttons. Listener lightning round. No filter, no fear. It's going down. Zap! And right here, right now.
All right, folks, it's time once again for Listener Lightning Round. That's where you, my loyal, curious, possibly unstable listeners, send in your burning questions and I answer them with the kind of brutal honesty that gets me banned from polite conversation. 5 questions, 5 victims. Let's roll. Question 1 comes from James from Florida.
Hey, Mr. Buttons, my good friend. Is there really an afterlife?
James, if there is, I'm praying it's nothing like this one. Because if the afterlife has traffic, commercials, and people who blast TikTok reels in public, I'm checking out early. Honestly, if there is an afterlife, I hope it comes with peace, quiet, and bottomless whiskey. If not, I'll settle for good Wi-Fi and no homeowners association fees. Question 2 comes from Carla from Wisconsin.
Hey, Dick, please tell me how you feel about mushrooms.
Mushrooms? Don't even get me started. I hate them. Hate them! They're slimy, rubbery little fungus imposters pretending to be food. They look like something scraped off a rotting tree and somehow ended up on my plate. Everyone's like, oh, they're earthy. Yeah, so is dirt, but I don't saute that in garlic and call it dinner. Oh, and don't give me that meaty texture garbage. No, they're like chewing on wet sneakers. Keep your fungus pizzas and truffle oil. I'll pass. Question 3 comes from Benji from Toronto.
Hey, Dick, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Finally, an intelligent question. It's rum raisin. Classic, grown up, sophisticated. It's the James Bond of ice cream flavors. Smooth, boozy, a little mysterious. Kids don't like it, which is fine. More for me. I like my ice cream the way I like my life, full of flavor and slightly alcoholic. Question 4. What the fuck is anonymous from parts unknown? How cryptic.
Hey, Dickie boy, why should we care what you say?
You probably shouldn't, but here you are listening anyway. I'm like that bag of chips you know is bad for you, but you keep eating because it's just too damn satisfying. You don't have to care what I say. You just can't stop listening to me say it. That's called charisma, sweetheart. Look it up. And question 5 is from Tom from New Mexico.
Well, Dick, I need to know. Can you drive a stick shift?
Hell no, Tom. I tried once. My father attempted to teach me, and I'm pretty sure I shaved 5 years off his life in the process. I stole that car so many times he probably rewrote the laws of physics. Every time I tried to find the clutch, the car lurched like a mechanical bull. Eventually, he just said, get out, you're walking. And honestly, best decision he ever made. Automatics were invented for people like me and for the safety of the entire driving public. And that's this week's Listener Lightning Round. Keep those questions coming. The weird, the wild, the ones that make me question humanity. And I'll be here with my rum raisin and automatic transmission, ready to tell it like it is.
You thought he was finished, but he's back with a slam. It's a Dick Buttons bonus rant. Oh, damn.
Can we talk about those people? You know exactly who I mean. The one-uppers. The human energy vampires who just can't let you have a single damn moment without swooping in to tell you how they've done it better, faster, longer, or more expensively. You say, hey, I finally took that trip to Italy. And before you could even finish the fucking sentence, here they are. Oh yeah? Well, I've been to Italy 12 times. I actually know a guy who owns a vineyard outside of Florence. Well, congratulations, Giuseppe. Maybe go live there and stop infecting the rest of us with your chronic need for validation. You can't even talk about normal stuff without these people turning into the Olympics of overcompensation. You'll say, hey, I got a new car. And they say, oh, mine's fully electric and it parallel parks itself while reciting poetry. You'll say, my kid made the honor roll. And they say, oh, that's cute. My kid's already working on his third PhD and he's 8. Every damn time. It's exhausting. These people are like conversational termites. They eat away at any sense of joy or accomplishment until there's nothing left but your drained soul and their smug satisfaction. And they always do it with that fake smile, that humble brag tone. Oh, that's so great for you. When I did it, though, stop. Stop right there. You are not the main character in every fucking story. Sometimes it's okay to let someone else have the spotlight for 5 seconds without inserting your life resume into the conversation. And let's be honest, half the time they're lying anyway. Oh, I've been there. Sure you have, Todd. You've been there in a YouTube video and a Groupon dream. And of course, I have some punishments for these soul-sucking maniacs. The shut the hell up timer. Every one-upper gets a shot collar that goes off the second they interrupt the story with, well, actually, let's see how that ego can handle 220 volts of humility. The reverse brag challenge. Every time they try to top someone, they'll have to follow it up with a confession of failure. Oh, I've been to Paris 3 times, and I still don't know how to fold a fitted sheet. Balance it out, hero. The isolation chamber of modesty. Put them in a room with no mirrors, no Wi-Fi, and nobody to impress. Let's see how long they last without validation. My guess? 6 minutes, tops. And the one down rule. For an entire week, they're only allowed to respond by saying something worse. I ran a marathon. Oh, I got winded walking to the fridge. Retrain that ego with little self-deprecation therapy. So yeah, to all the one-uppers out there, congratulations, you win. You're officially better than everyone at being annoying. Nobody's impressed, nobody's jealous, and honestly, we're too tired to care. You don't inspire competition, you inspire avoidance. You are conversational cardio. Every encounter burns energy that I'll never get back. So next time someone shares a little win, try saying, hey, good for you. You might not be the center of the universe, but at least you'll sound like a halfway decent human being.
He's bold, he's sharp, and he's in the know. Season 4's here, and it's time to go. Buckle up, kids, the ride's full blown. You're stepping inside the Vincenzo.
All right, boys and girls, you know by that theme music, it could only mean one thing. It's time for the Vincenzo. And to my right,
as always, honored and humbled.
yes, I don't have an opening line. We are going to drink. What did you bring me? Vincenzo brought, which is ice cold, by the way. Where was this? In your refrigerator?
It's in the back of my car, but I just put it in before I came, so I don't know.
Oh,
Because you know what? I don't keep the house warm. Maybe it was cool.
how fucking cold is your house?
You would love it. It's like for the living dead. I'm going to say 58.
Oh, wait, no. Pipes freeze. You can't have 58.
Sure, you can have 58. My pipes don't freeze. The
I don't
pipes
think
are downstairs, by the way.
I don't think you can have. I think that's too cold for pipes. I think
That's good sleeping weather, too.
Sleeping weather, yes.
Right.
Sitting watching TV weather, no.
Well, you notice I throw the old man velvet bathrobe on with that great big collar. Oh, I think when we do this live,
Okay, so
I'm going to have to be in my...
I'm now scarred because I saw your dog walking outfit, and now I have this vivid image in my head.
Oh, no. Imagine that outfit with the bathrobe. Don't tell...
Just the boots?
No, with the boots, the whole outfit.
And the robe.
And the robe, and I've walked the dog like that.
Oh, my Lord.
In the neighborhood.
Somebody's going to call the cops.
And nobody's going to bother me.
Well, that's true. So we have a bottle of Robert Mondavi. You think we were getting paid by this vineyard?
Shout out to Robert.
Private selection, rye barrel aged red blend.
What's wrong?
Rye is a whiskey.
Oh, okay. Just specific.
Bye bye, Miss Mary. Whiskey and rye. Right, it's in the song.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't tell the difference between whiskey and rye. I don't know what the difference is. Probably like I don't know.
I think it tasted rye. Not a fan. Whiskey.
Remember that whiskey tasting we did at our friend's house?
Oh, that was nasty.
That was like drinking
It was
fucking.
nasty. And then we were supposed to distinguish between which one was nasty and nasty.
Nastier.
And then the nastiest. Because
Let's
that's
see.
not how they put it.
I think I figured out why the sound effects were not coming out. And we'll test it with this episode because the thing that I run the audio through to punch it up, one of the options was remove noise.
Oh, Jesus.
So let's see.
Just how their voice again.
You know, while I'm pouring this, I got a little further into Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Okay.
And I got past the part where he's fucking dead women that he keeps in his house. I hope he got paid a lot of money. I mean, it's pretty great. And listen, there's no penetration or anything, but
Graphic enough.
his bare ass mounting a dead woman.
You know, what's worse is you have to, your imagination kicks in and fills it that,
Oh, it's a true story. So, I mean, that's what he did. And where's I going with this? Oh, it shifted because he took place during when they were filming Chainsaw Massacre. And there's this whole part of an episode about Toby Hopper, I think that's the director, on how he wanted to make the movie and nobody wanted to make it. There's like a whole mini thing within the Ed Gein story. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Let's see. I'll make sure that gets in this time.
That's a holiday thing.
Oh, well, listen, it's a record day.
Right. Halloween is holiday.
Yeah, I'm gonna move that coffin in, I think, tonight.
Yeah.
I can't leave that out unless I have garbage bags. You think I could put garbage bags over it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And tape it down? Because
we're gonna have wind, we're gonna have rain, we're gonna have the whole.
Because it's real wood. The casket, and inside is the if that gets wet and it's gonna get all.
I don't know if you need help burying a body or bringing a casket into a garage, you know who to call.
Oh, we had that conversation at work about how good friends are you? Are you black bag and shovel friends?
Yeah.
I can smell this one I can smell the rye from here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's get closer to your mic and see if we can get that to. Nah, you know what? We'll see. We'll see when I run it through the cleaner. Let's see what this tastes like. Oh wow, you could taste the rot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually stronger than.
Gets both sides of my tongue.
That's actually stronger than the bourbon barrel. Is that possible?
It feels lighter, if that means anything, but stronger. It doesn't feel as heavy.
It's good. And what is the percentage? I can't. Fuck that label. How are you supposed to read shit on that label? That's got to be 14%. I'm guessing.
That's me thinking. Me also not being able to read it.
I have a no soup for you button, I think. Let me see.
Oh, well.
I have that. I think I have a no soup for you.
Let's play.
Oh, there it is. I think that's the only sound effects I have. But I could pre-program. I came up with today.
And by the way, those are Dick's buttons.
Nice shout out. I came up with actually my boss came up with this. We were talking today about the podcast because I wanted to have him on to talk about Star Wars and nerd out. And a lot of the rants that I do are from him. Like he'll talk about something and I'll go, "Oh, I'm gonna fucking rant about that."
Inspiration.
And then he says to me today, he goes, maybe I should come on and give the opposite rant. And then I went, I immediately went to Saturday Night Live and I named the segment Rant Counter Rant.
Right.
And I would give my rant on a subject and he would give his positive spin. I think we're going to record that. I think that'd be fun. And then I could call him Jane, you ignorant slut.
Violins. What's wrong with all this violins?
I was watching YouTube before you got here. There's a YouTuber who works with AI, and I was watching the Avengers if they were a 1980s heavy metal band.
Oh,
Fantastic. There's one if the Avengers were disco. And he also does Harry Potter. He did What If Big Bang Theory when they did a show if they were in high school together. So here's my question.
did he de-age the
Yeah.
that's great.
But here's my question. I can't create Elvis Sora videos, but this guy,
He's doing it all.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm starting to think there's a concerted effort to stifle the creativity of Dick Buttons.
Maybe they're onto you.
I
Maybe it's those people who are putting out those videos who are trying to cancel you.
But on to me for one. What do I do? I don't.
You have a creative mind, and they're like,
Yeah.
get him in the back of the bus now.
But nobody's. I mean, listen. People listen, yes, but my following is not, especially now on Facebook.
They want to get you before you peak.
Mm,
They want to get you.
I'm doing my Martin Short.
Wait, that sounds more like Lurch.
Mm.
Yes.
I thought about that the other day. It's funny you said Lurch. I was comparing the two Lurches from the original TV show. Actually, the three Lurches.
Original the best.
The original TV show, the first iteration of Addams Family, and then the Wednesday show.
Okay.
The original Lurch is the best.
Incredible. The whole, for me, the whole cast.
I'm gonna give the nod to Jenna Ortega for Wednesday because it's a different.
I think it's in a different context because Wednesday doesn't get to spread her wings in the original TV show.
That's what I mean. So,
but I think it's just her. The original Wednesday just said less. Less was more with her, and she gave her the look like your father did when you said something stupid when we were young. And that was what she made it very dry, very. I'd love to see the behind the scenes of that show.
I don't like the new Gomez on the Wednesday show.
And
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Okay,
and the new Gomez is comic book accurate.
Yes, he is.
And I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't either.
Well, because I'm so used to John Astin. So.
You're right. Correct.
And
correct.
Raul Julia, I guess.
Correct. And then they totally took it right out of the books and said, this is exactly how it goes. Like, that's not working for me.
Now, who played Uncle Fester in the Raul Julia era? It wasn't.
Comment below.
No. It wasn't the same guy. It wasn't Fred Armisen who's playing. Oh no, Doc from Back to the Future, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I enjoyed his Fester, actually better than the original Fester.
Now,
yeah, because you know what they were going for with the original Fester. Grandpa Al Lewis is what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Right. So there wasn't any originality to it.
He was crazy in his own little way, and his facial expressions were perfect. And it was like the Little Rascals, the original Little Rascals timing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the Monsters too. Nothing beats that original Monsters.
Well, Grandpa Al Lewis was a fucking maniac. I remember when Howard had him on.
Yeah.
And they were doing those FCC rallies.
Right.
And he would grab. They were doing live radio broadcasts, and they were fighting against it. And Grandpa, I just want to say one thing to the FCC. Fuck the FCC.
I love the Monsters.
That whole golden era of
television.
Yeah, like a lot of the really original trendsetters are gone.
Yeah.
And even the newer, like, what's going to happen when? Listen, I'm not trying to cast any ill will on Chris Rock or that,
Right.
but I mean, eventually, what is the next wave? I mean, there's Nate Bargatze, and there's a couple Shane Gillis. Okay,
Right.
but I don't think there's a Chris Rock or an Eddie Murphy, or I just don't think it exists.
I think just haven't been discovered. Lots of people out there, lots of people, and I think they just haven't been discovered. And keep in mind, even with Saturday Night Live, those people weren't, they were probably in the wings waiting to go, and then they got discovered and they did their thing. I think we need a little more ad lib.
Speaking of SNL, we're 3 or 4 episodes into the season 51 with the new players.
Right.
And I'm not clicking with any of the new players. The one guy who was a writer came over as a cast member. He was part of the Lonely, not Lonely. Yeah. Lonely Island was Adam Sandberg. What did they call themselves? Whatever. The writing team that did videos and stuff. So the redheaded kid is now a cast member. I like him because I knew him from, but the other guys, nothing is jumping off at me. And I don't think the show has found their footing. I did a whole thing on SNL why it didn't work, and it's not. I hope it clicks in soon. But it got me to look at YouTube during the 80s, early 90s when Martin Short, Billy Crystal, Christopher they went that one season where everybody was a superstar.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
The Justice League of Saturday Night Live.
No, really. And then, and Martin Short, interesting because he had SCTV. He brought all those characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder how they had to have paid SCTV something, I would imagine. Unless Martin Short owned those characters. Yeah. He had a character, and I forgot the character's name. The old vaudeville guy. He used to have a cigar, and he used to, anywhere in the interview, he would give me a C, a bouncy C. And then he would start singing a song when I was on stage, and I would do the song, and then the rest of that shit. That's one of my favorite characters. Ed Grimley.
Yeah.
Classic. Nathan Thurm. I'm sorry. One of the best characters, the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. Why are you asking me that? I know that. I think Martin Short, top 5. And I wouldn't say comedian because I don't think he ever does stand up. But I would say comedic actor or sketch.
Right in the format.
He's in my top 3, I think. He's phenomenal.
There's people out there. Listen, I look at responses to a topic on Reddit, and I think these are some of the funniest people I've ever heard. If they have a presence on stage and they're this funny and they're texting comments, these guys are superstars. I couldn't even. Sometimes the topic is funny. The comments are funny.
So
people are.
It's funny that you say that.
Okay.
For those of you who are still listening from the rest of the episode earlier, I did interview April Burke for this episode, who is a stand-up comedian. And, I asked her, I said, how did you make a jump from, because she said she was always funny as a kid.
Right.
And she used to do comedy for her brother's friends. I go, well, how do you, I've always been told I'm a funny guy. I don't think.
Me too.
I do not think I could get up in front of people.
You just have to. Yeah, but you're doing it now.
I'm not in front of people.
But I think that if that's not a problem, you can do it in front of your family, then do it in front of your family and some of their friends.
I think that's a quantum leap. I honestly do. I can make our friends crew laugh hysterically, right? Okay, fine. Getting in a room of strangers is a whole nother ball game.
I think you should practice that this weekend.
When?
At the rooftop bar.
Oh yeah.
That we're headed to. And I think you should stand up and wait for something to happen, and then.
Well, we did start the applause thing. So let me set the scene. We go to this steakhouse. We're going to Bacon Fest, and it doesn't matter where because everybody listens from all over. So
everybody loves bacon.
It is a bacon fest where everything and anything is bacon. Bacon ice cream, bacon this, bacon that, bacon that. And then we end the day at one of the best steaks I've ever had. I'll give a shout out, 3 Oaks. Didn't have to pay me, but if you want to send me a gift card to the restaurant, there's a rooftop bar. Very nice, very small, but there's glass all around it.
It'll open up in nice weather.
Yeah, nice weather. They open the windows.
Open.
Fucking expensive drinks, but
It's all right. It's an
all right.
experience.
It is an experience. So the whole crew is sitting there, and you have to go upstairs to get to. It's a fucking rooftop. Sorry about that. So when people came up the stairs, you have to open a door, is what I was trying to say. And for some reason, when one person walked through, I stood up and started applauding.
But that's not the origin, though.
It's not?
The origin was that I had retired from my job, and somebody announced that I had retired from my job, and everybody started clapping.
Oh, yes.
And then after a few drinks, we waited for everybody, anybody who came through the door.
Yeah, we started clapping.
Everybody joined in.
Yes.
And then when everybody left, we booed them.
Yeah, we booed them. And the whole fucking place, no lie, like, what does it hold? Like maybe 100 people?
The rooftop?
Yeah.
Oh, not even that.
Not even 60?
Maybe.
So, I mean, picture someone walking in, unassuming, not knowing what they're walking into.
Facial expression.
And 40, 50, 60 people stand up and start applauding. And, some people throw their hands up and
took a bow.
And some people like put their head down. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Paparazzi got me.
One guy walked out. You remember?
Yeah. He was like, oh, I'm out. He's probably wanted for something.
That's one of the. It's good to have things to look forward to. That is one of the things I look forward to. Although you're not going to Bacon Fest, loser.
Yeah. But I'm going to be enjoying that rooftop bar and it's incredible. And I'm switching up my steak this year.
No, I'm getting the filet mignon.
I always get.
No, I have to. I can't.
Which one do I always get?
You get the tomahawk, don't you?
No.
The New York strip.
No.
I don't pay attention then.
What's left?
Oh, you don't even know.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, the Delmonico?
No. What's
holy shit! How many are left?
There's the one that's both the
T-bone.
It is a T-bone, but it's called something. It's the.
All right. I don't know.
I turned my phone off so it wouldn't be interrupted, so I can't look it up. But and I sent you the link of the guy who's talking about the different cuts of steak and which ones were fattier and juicier.
Well, New York strip is fatty.
Yeah, the one above that with the bone in it, where you get a piece of
fillet
and a piece of
but then you get all that cartilage around the bone. See, I like.
Well, this year I'm going to get the cowboy steak, which is the bone. A tomahawk is right above it with the longer bone.
Right.
The cowboy's got the shorter bone, and it's supposed to be. So I looked at the price, and the price would dictate how juicy it is.
My theory with steak, and not theory, if I'm going to pay, and I think the 8-ounce or 10-ounce, I don't forget what the filet mignon is.
Yeah.
I think it's 65, 70.
Get a small one or a big one.
Yeah, but I think it's 65 for the small one and 75 or 80 for the big one. I don't want gristle, or I want to be able to eat everything, and with the fillet you can.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you haven't watched me in the corner sucking meat off the bone?
I'm not a bone guy. I am not. I hate chicken on the bone. I
like all the bones.
No, don't.
I mean, that's why I'm a dog owner.
You think that could be it?
Be some DNA thing going on.
You share DNA with a dog?
I may. I don't know. It might be because of the bone.
I don't know.
I thought we just clarified this.
Okay. No soup for you.
I'll take my wine.
This is good wine.
It's better.
Now listen.
On the third or fourth sip, you have to get used to that. Right?
If my sommelier friend is listening, because we spoke about him last podcast, I believe. Robert Mondavi is not an expensive bottle. Now, do they make expensive? Like, is there a high end?
I've seen it more expensive bottles, but not to the point of. I'm not going to say that. I don't know that for a fact. I've seen more expensive,
but this is
not extremely
13, 12, 14.
Yeah,
yeah. I think this is the mid-level. The private collection is a way to say, for you poor motherfuckers.
Who want to feel rich?
It's all about the wording.
It really is. Like the wording on the last one. Wasn't it like the leftover?
It was Phantom. I forgot.
I think it was just Phantom.
No, but there was
something else.
Yeah, something else. Yeah, which I said sounds like it's it was the bastard runoff, and they just put another label on it. Listen, they got to make money. Why throw it away if you could rebrand it? And
if it's good, sure.
It's like the word artisan.
Get started. Artisan bread, artisan hair salon.
Oh, did I mention? I don't think we were recording. My Facebook account is still not active.
That's a set.
I send an email to those 3 email addresses that I found on Reddit every day. People said that has worked for them, but as of late. So I think if you can, share the link to the Dick Buttons page to your peeps.
Yes.
Just say, hey, quick say, hey, Facebook deactivated, blah, feel free to. Because it is different. I can't friend anybody on this page. It is people can just follow me because it's not a page. I mean, it's not an account. It's a page.
No, do that today.
But that's, I mean,
because I share all the podcasts and the posts and all that other stuff.
And I have a page for the podcast too. Did I send you the link for that one? Are you on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I? I don't think I told you. So, do you hang out on the AI Music Society Facebook page at all? Like, do you click around
it and I click on some of the music, make a couple comments.
There's a guy, Matt Onge, I don't know how, ONGE, how you say his name.
I'm not sure.
He does the AI DIY music guy. He has his own YouTube thing.
Right.
And he features a month 5 artists. Fallen Angel got featured for the It's a Life video. Pretty cool.
Have you gone to any Halloween parties lately?
I haven't gone to any.
Have you had any?
I had one.
You had a great.
It was a good one. I mean, and it was cool because without mentioning names of organizations or anything, but there were my core friends and there were new friends.
Right.
And I was sort of anxious to see how that would work out, but that worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, people, listen, you can't have fun at a fucking Halloween party.
Yeah, you got problems.
And everybody knocked it out of the park with the costumes. And it's funny, we take pictures with everybody when they come in. And I sent the pictures to my dad.
Right.
And he called, he goes, it was like I was looking at a Broadway show.
Oh, it was.
Everybody goes out of their way.
And I showed it to one of my family members, and they said, over the top. And my reply was, always. Always. Between the decorations outside, the detail of decorations inside.
Well, I only know.
Beverage.
I only know how to be that one way, and over the top is the only. I mean,
and it works.
We only go around this rock once.
And to let you know, I've already locked in my costume for next year.
Oh, we're not doing something together?
We're not.
Oh.
We're not. I've locked in my costume.
Are you going solo, or is Rob? Oh, are you going solo, or will your better half be joining you?
I will be doing a couple's costume, and I had to elevate it a little.
Wait, not with your better half?
Yes.
Oh.
And
wait, aren't I your better half?
Every other day.
All right.
Sharing is caring.
That's right. Well, that's exciting.
And I'm starting the costume instead of saying, "Oh, I'm gonna start buying stuff in 2 months before." Nope.
Yeah, do it
I'm
now.
starting to buy it now in pieces. It's like that's the only way to.
Yeah.
And you can realize it better financially also to say, "Oh, I can get this.
Yeah,
get this part of it."
And you're not frantically trying to piece together.
Also try to figure out, if there was makeup involved or prosthetics or whatever, try to get it all integrated to make
prosthetics.
Maybe. And try to make it work before you get to the end and go, well, that doesn't work. We're like,
right,
you gotta figure this out ahead of time and do it.
All right, now pressure's on now, so now I gotta figure out. Okay.
Yeah. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Sorry, I was gonna kid around with your better half. Say, yeah, now that you can come to the party, we're not having a party. I'm not.
After last year.
After 27 years, I've decided, I'm hanging it up, and
I can't get on that ladder anymore and put up any decorations. So
we'll let Frank and Carol have the party.
I saw a costume.
I thought you would say you saw him.
I saw a family. Some of my nieces' pictures from her Halloween party that she does, her husband, and they had a duo that we were dressed up as.
They had Ace and Gary?
From this Halloween?
Oh, they had a Cheech and Chong?
Cheech and Chong.
They must have paled in comparison.
That's good because I made the comment on Bookface and said, this is what they're supposed to look like. And I put our side by side.
Oh. Well, what costume were they doing those costumes or were they just?
Well, they did Cheech and Chong.
No, I meant, but like that, those two.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. We were not only more accurate, but we just looked better.
Although people thought we were fucking Mario and Luigi.
And I remember my first glass of beer.
I will fight people on that.
Mario.
Those fucking lights. You know, we have to figure. I got to figure this out before we go to YouTube. I can't have that thing going fucking on and off. I think what I'll do is I'll leave that off, and we'll get other. We have to have we have to have ring lights because, and I can get a better camera because this does not get the breadth of this behind me, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it was a great success. Great food.
I drank too much, but
I drank. Listen, I held off eating, and I said, "All right." Just as I was about to say, "All right, you know what? Could you grab a dish, grab some food?"
It was gone.
Santa walked in with them.
Oh yes,
hamburgers.
Goddamn Santa! I'm lucky. I had 4, I think, and then I was gonna have a 5th, and when I went back, gone.
Really?
Yeah, and it went fast.
I took 2 off the top. It was the first 2. I'm not very shy when it comes to White Castle. And then I had my 3rd. And I went to the chocolate donuts afterwards. Salty and sweet.
And my stomach was like, after the 3rd one, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Right? Because, I mean, the last time I had it, I had 4 when you brought them, but those were doubles.
Yeah.
I had 4 fucking doubles. That wrecked me for the evening. Yeah, we had a good time. I look forward to that every year.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, on another note for the party, a friend of mine is moving, and she has no room for her Christmas city stuff. So she gave me like 3 boxes. I didn't even open it yet to look what was inside of it. Like I
for keeps.
For keeps. For nothing. I offered nothing. She goes, no, I just needed that in my house. But now, mind you, I can't even use everything that I own. Now I have 3 more boxes. I just have to rotate stuff every year.
You're going to have to block the front door and have everybody coming through the garage.
That might be a way to go.
Or just slide that bar down a little bit further and extend it.
Which, by the way, I can't believe fucking October is over. Like, when did that happen? Friday's Halloween. Do you get a lot of kids at your house?
I think for the last 3 years we get no kids.
No kids?
Because we don't have a sidewalk and it's a busy street and we're close to a corner where there's a crazy intersection. So we get no kids.
So do you buy candy just in case, or do you just like shut the lights out and just
do the normal thing? And we're not having kids anyway. It doesn't matter. It's not a neighborhood friendly walking area.
I'm gonna take care of you guys. You know what I'm gonna do? Everyone who comes to my door say, go over there. Go over there. I'll give them the address.
And then I'll have a sign. It's like, closed due to renovations. Please go back and have your address. He's waiting for you to give him seconds.
I always get a lot of kids, but that's because of what I do outside, I think.
We have a neighborhood with sidewalks.
There's no sidewalks outside my house. On the other side. On the other
side, at least.
On the other side,
so cross to get there. We don't have sidewalks on either side.
I think it's going to be windy and cold, though.
It's going to be a cool one. It just rained the day before, so who knows what that'll look like.
Everything's going to be fine.
That's right. I have my waiter boots.
Dude, that's I had nightmares about that. In fact, I think that scene where Ed Gein was fucking a dead woman, he had those. Yeah,
that looked like a fireman.
No,
from the knees down.
Yeah,
with the waiter boots.
I think he had those waiter boots and sweatpants, and then he. That was a frightening look. And you throw a robe on top of that, and you go out in public.
Yeah, I just walked the dog. Sometimes if it's sunny in the morning,
And nobody's
I put
called.
the sunglasses on too. And
Oh my
it's
God.
like Hugh Hefner
Or Lola Falana.
with the volunteer fire department, and my hair sticking straight up. I haven't done anything with it yet. Yeah, it's a look.
See, I won't like if I have to run out to the grocery store or 7-Eleven in the morning before I do my hair.
Right.
I put a hat
Put a
on.
hat on.
I'm not subjecting people to that.
Listen, people leave me alone. They don't bother me. Even if they say, "Oh, I know that's," and then they just turn around and go, "Nope, not today." And you take a look at that look. I don't blame you.
No, I'd be if I came across you dressed like that with the robe and sunglasses, I'd run
I do not know him.
I'd run the other way.
Couldn't.
Huh.
I started watching a show last night. I wanted to ask you if you've seen it. Netflix, maybe from 2020, 2021, a show, and I think it's only like 8 episodes. Post-mortem.
No.
Okay, so think Dexter, but only Dexter's part is played by a vampire, and the person who's a vampire is killing people to help out her family's funeral home.
Oh, you mean to get them business? Well, I don't
And
get it.
it's a dark comedy.
Oh, it's a comedy. Okay.
It's Norwegian, but if it's
Is it dubbed?
if it's dubbed, it's dubbed incredibly well because I
Right.
couldn't tell. And so I tend to think that it either was incredibly well dubbed or English, and it's dark comedy stuff. And what a great take. It's almost done in like that, you would think it was something out of the BBC that would do something crazy like this. And it's not a straight up, oh, well, I'm just going to start, killing people to get the family's funeral business going.
Well,
There's a lot of.
What's the
family history.
vampire's connection to the people who own the?
She's the father owns it, and he has a son and daughter.
And who's the vampire?
The daughter who
Oh, it's a female vampire.
inherited the condition of being a vampire from her deceased mother.
Wait, you can inherit?
Well, I'm only on I'm only on episode 2, and we haven't delved into how she would have inherited the condition.
Well, I guess if 2 vampires have a kid, or one,
she's probably like maybe a hybrid.
a hybrid. So a vampire can be transferred in vitro.
So but there's I haven't got to the part yet where she's taking bodies out, and it doesn't even seem like one of those conscious decisions. She's probably doing it. She's going to end up doing it indirectly and go, oh, this is something that, might work out for the family. There's the father knows the dark secret, tries to kill his daughter.
I'll tell you what. I'll watch one episode.
And it's got a little bit of a slow start, but it's very interesting. And I could see, and you could see the dark comedy part of it.
And nobody's famous, right? Because you said Norwegian, so we know nobody.
I have no idea who these people are. Well acted, well done.
All right.
And
I'm going to test your.
I don't use my phone. I don't use, how you pick up your phone sometimes when there's a slow money day. And just check out
I never do that. No.
I'm sitting there and I'm watching everything they say, everything they do. And they get little flashbacks, tiny little flashbacks, so you can pull the story together.
Right.
So well done. So far the editing, the acting, the premise. So
I'll give it a shot. I'm going to try something. I want to see if I play a YouTube video, does the audio get picked up? I'm out of curiosity.
Okay.
Just to see for future.
I can't close this down for that. Can
No, this is going to be my music.
Oh, okay.
So, no. It's interesting. I wonder if. Oh, it's just the vocals. Oh, this is weird. Unless when this is funny. This is funny. So, I wonder if it's a setting.
It's not like he's singing and somebody's trying to fill him with a pillow.
Yeah. Um.
Oh, I'm not dead yet.
Oh, I see. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I figured it out. So there is on our screen, or my screen, present or invite.
Okay.
So if I
Do you have to invite?
extra count video file, image file, share a screen. So let's see. Screen sharing is easiest with 2 monitors. I don't have 2 monitors. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Some screens let you share audio. Look for the share audio checkbox on the next window. Okay. Share screen. Select, oh, here we go. Select the tab to share. Share. Nope, the sound, oh wait. View tab, streamline. Oh, so now I have the video here, but not audio.
What if the one you love told you you can't express the love inside?
It's just.
Do you think you could handle?
All right, I'm stop sharing. That's why I'll have to test this because we're gonna listen.
Yeah.
But it's weird if I invite a person and their feed comes in. There's never that issue with
You click invite.
Yeah, but so there's it's either invite or present, and I clicked on present. Let me try it one more time. Invite guest, image, video file. Let me try video file. Let's see what happens. We're learning on.
If you can hear this, you're too close.
Let's see.
Yeah. Ha. You already know what it is. It's
just
Queen Things, baby. Yeah. If he ain't got that vibe, that strut, that stare. Bye-bye, boy. Next. Pull up in the room, I see them all looking nervous. Talking big game, but the energy's worthless. Glass on my lips, gold chains on my purpose. If you can't handle heat, baby boy, close the fire like a man with a plan, not a poser with a post. If your ego's all capped, then I'm ghost. Poof. Confidence dripping, that's the real perfume. Swag is a ticket if you want to get in this room.
All right. Well, we'll figure this out because eventually we're gonna have to do shit like that. But
We should have told them. We should have told them it's coming through clear. You guys. Okay?
oh, maybe when I listen to this, it's gonna be maybe I don't know. But if we wanted to do a movie trailer,
Right.
well, then what? I mean, what is it just gonna?
Oh, the vocals.
Yeah, but
music.
there's sound. I'll figure it out. Unsuccessful test.
And we're done.
I need more.
22.
See, I never let the glass get down.
There was a button's worth of wine on mine.
Oh, look at this. We just polished off this bottle, motherfucker.
Was that 2 holiday pours each?
Yeah, so we only got, well, these glasses are big. These are not, a traditional pour is 8 ounces. Who fucking drinks 8 ounces? That's silly.
This is like a Game of Thrones goblet.
No, so we each had 2 glasses because you get 4 glasses out of a bottle. I mean, these size glasses, not 8-ounce glasses.
Huh? Here's to the second holiday pour. Your snobbish friend will probably look at this and say, "Yeah, I've seen that one."
Oh no, I mean Robert Mondavi is a name, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a name,
Yeah, but it's not like Boone's Farm. You know what I mean? It's not,
no, I never had. It's that's like a wine cooler, isn't it?
Back in the day, maybe that's why there's things wrong with me.
That's why things are wrong with you.
No, that was the start.
I think the boots and the
no, that's where it ended up. Look at that boy. He had Boone's Farm. Do you have Boone's Farm back in the day? Yes, I did. Sir.
I never. It's like when we were younger. like all the cool kids used to go like in the woods by the lake and drink. I was playing D&D, not Dunkin' Donuts, Dungeons and Dragons. I never did that.
I never did either though. It was either ride my bike or play basketball or street hockey, finding the best tree branches that look like guns, dirt bombs.
I was playing D&D because I didn't have my first drink till I was 21 at a party that my mom threw for me in the backyard, and she actually hired a belly dancer.
I've never heard this.
Oh, there are pictures. I have to show you the pictures.
No.
Yeah, so that was
Your mom was progressive.
my first beer ever was when I turned 21. And I got fucked because the drinking age was 18 until the year I turned 18. And then they bumped it to 21. Again, but not that I care because I wasn't even interested in it at that point.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot of drinking before. I don't know why. Just wasn't in that crowd. I was always working.
I hung out with everybody. I was known as the common denominator because I mean the jocks liked me because I was funny. The burnouts liked me. The nerds liked me.
Well, the burnouts didn't know any better.
Who could not like me? Is
Correct.
basically as my mom would say.
Correct.
Yes.
Who could not like you, Dick? She would say. Even
Imagine,
then she knew.
Imagine if I had the Dick Buttons persona back in high school. What? Well, I probably did. I just didn't call myself that.
You were young Dick Buttons back then. The early days. That would make a great. You should do a prequel.
Did we talk about what if we had like the social media back when we were younger? I know it's hard to say because we didn't.
Yeah, but you have to grow up with it, and
I would have went down the rabbit hole. I'm pretty sure.
Well, there's lots of stuff that would be archived in there. Now we just have to wait for friends to die before they don't tell other people. Or otherwise, or Polaroid pictures. I mean, otherwise, how would you really know?
Polaroid.
Or word of mouth, where you say, oh, yeah, I remember when you rolled that band, and then you got another band, and then you rolled that band. So, that's word of mouth will get you.
I wonder if you showed a Polaroid camera to a Gen Z now.
They're using them now.
Oh, they are?
Oh, my gosh. Turntables are back. Polaroids are back.
I knew turntables were back, but
Polaroids are back. That's a big thing. What else is... they're going back to all the things that are less technology advanced because they're, I don't know, it's new and different. They're like, oh, look, they used to have to push a button and then the picture would come out. And they have to shake it in the air to dry. All that stuff's coming back.
I was watching, do you watch Matlock?
Do not. Maybe that's why it was canceled.
She wasn't canceled. Oh, I love that show. Kathy Bates is fucking awesome. But her grandson, his mother's dead, but they found his supposed real father brought his dead mother's iPod to him to give. And they handed it to him, and he was like staring at it. The kid's like 16. He goes, what is it? He didn't, that's got to be a weird feeling. Like you're holding a piece of tech and you don't know what the fuck it is.
Maybe even like at a Halloween attraction holding a floppy disk.
We talked about that. I don't think that kid knew what the fuck that was. I want to go back to Babooni's table.
So good. So good.
Would you drive an hour? I mean, we drive to Basilica.
This is true.
Which is 45 minutes, right?
Right.
We haven't been to Basilica.
No, man. I wonder where we are.
No, I don't think they care. They do a good business.
By the way, I heard somebody refer to White Castle as a name, a slang name that I never heard before. I've heard belly bombers.
I heard that.
Sliders.
Well, of course.
Rat burgers.
Never heard that.
But the one that was referred to as one of our friends looked at them, which was great Halloween terminology, also was white caskets. And I said, white caskets? That's ingenious. And the person said,
do I know who said this? Do I know who the person is?
Yeah, the name.
Don't give a name, but I mean, do I know?
With like.
Oh, really?
That person said they're
Why? Because
one of their relatives
died?
had it right before they died.
Oh.
It was something they wanted.
Oh, so it was
almost like that was a bucket list thing, and they checked it off.
It was a personal reference.
Yes, but the fact that they played on the word and called it White Casket instead of White Castle, very well done. Good Halloween reference, by the way, also.
Yeah, it works.
And that's why I thought they were going with it.
Santa told me the story when they picked up the White Castle on the way to the party, and they had it in a special box. So they transferred them at the car before they came in the house from the regular Crave case to this holiday case. And he wasn't sure, Santa wasn't sure they were going to fit into the box. And by the way,
if you're Santa, you should know they're going to fit.
We're at 47 minutes. But we're going to close out. But by the way, a shout out to Santa and Mrs. Claus. How fucking good was his costume?
Incredible. And every time I showed it to people, I still was amazed to the eye, the detail, and the likenesses.
I wanted to sit on his lap and tell him what I wanted for Christmas. That's how good it was. Well,
that's a whole other story.
All right. Well, listen, this has been another great Vincenzo. Hey, is there something you want to say to somebody?
I don't think. Go Vincenzo or go home.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. This has been another great week. We'll see you for episode 10. We are halfway through season 4 next week. It's hard to believe. Keep those suggestions and listener lightning round stuff coming in, the rant roulette stuff, and any comments you want to tell us to go fuck off, do that. We'll see you next week. Over and out.
Strap in, folks. It's Dick fucking Buttons, and he's got a lot to say.
From the loudest rants to the laughs you need, he calling out the world with a rebel creed. No sugar coating, no soft replies, just truth with a wink and fire in his eyes. It's the world according to Dick Buttons. Season 4, we're not here for nothing. Turn it up, let's kick down the door. Buckle up, bitches, this is season 4. From top 5 lists to a movie roast, to the weirdest tales you'll never post. Nostalgia hits, conspiracy dives, every damn episode comes alive. It's the world according to Dick Buttons. Season 4, we're not here for nothing. Turn it up, let's kick down the door. Buckle up, bitches, this is season 4.